Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the break in between races. Had Father's Day over the weekend, some other real life stuff going on, and tried to get a couple road races in and they just didn't go well for various reasons. I really wanted GT4 fixed at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve to work out. It had some issues, and then
Pit lane speed limit
Construction
is
Car Challenge, in my
25
opinion, is
miles per
just
hour.
not good.
All clear
Not
on
good at Charlotte
exit
Oval.
14.
I like the
Okay,
track,
Dean,
but
we've got 2 laps to
way
set
too
a
much
decent
drafting.
time.
It was not good racing in a lot of ways, so gonna try to be fixed in. Been watching some B Open stuff. Those have seemed like really bad caution fest, and from a couple of races that I checked on B Fixed, it actually seemed like it was fairly clean. So try to get that. Attempting qualifying since I'm car number 4, and it's been a while since I've run this, and I doubt I'm going to be very quick, especially because I hit the bump there in turn 2. So first lap's not going to count since I got the wall, but we're going to try to figure this out and make lap number 2 a little bit better. Otherwise, we're going to be way in the back of the pack, and we're going to be struggling all race long. Just need to get slowed down a little bit more into the corner. Gotta let it roll center a little bit more. Car just feels really tight to me. Like really bad. Just not driving this well at all. Probably picking up the throttle too much through the center, but we at least complete lap number 2. It's not very fast at all. It's gonna put us 14th. I think there's only like 20 some cars in the race. And now I cut the bump off of 2, and we're gonna spin, so we're gonna save it, and we're just gonna call it. I'm not even gonna try to practice. That's not gonna go well. I guess it's gonna be all about just trying to avoid the wrecks. I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting race. I got a feeling this is gonna be a big iRating loss. I was hoping I could try to be somewhat decent since I'm usually not terrible at road races, but just I'm not even close. It's never gonna be close to an 18.8. Geez, yeah,
That would have put me in what, 7th or 8th?
that's not good. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a walloping. So we're just gonna hope that people get slide happy or loose or something like that,
Jonathan,
and
I see them dragging you through the water on that group chat. I feel so bad.
I can try to get around it, but we'll see what we can do.
Listen, man, I know that I do it to myself, but, sometimes I can take, getting beat up. I don't like the personal shots in my family. That's crossing the line.
I don't really want to hear what's being talked about.
You don't only race lower class races. You're racing the same thing.
Sorry about if
Yeah,
you're hearing any of that. Let's see. I may make a change to this thing just to try to help me get in.
It's not about the classic cars. It's just short track. Anything bigger than, Nashville Fairgrounds or Richmond, I suck at. So this is what I race.
I've been usually trying to run
Cars at Auto Club, no thank you.
a little bit of different settings. Try to feel a little bit better about stuff. Kind of run a little bit different. It just does not seem to be working out real well. So we're gonna go down on the steering ratio just to give me. Actually, we'll stay on that, but we're gonna bring the brake bias. It was at 65. 60 might be a bit aggressive, but
I've had a problem with you.
I'm gonna try that and see what happens. We got just a few more seconds. Doubt anybody else is gonna be qualifying. 4 car, we probably reasonably with 20 in the field. I don't know. I probably need to be 6th or 7th, honestly, to not lose iRating. Assuming everybody else is, faster that finishes ahead of me. If I can get inside the top 10, I'll be happy with that, even if I do lose iRating. Goal is to try to keep this as clean as possible as well. That's been a bit of a struggle so far this season with some of the races, but we'll try to do what we can. See if we can get pace car. Alright, looks like some paint schemes are loading up. So 65 laps. Probably gonna run most of the season here in this. I don't know. I like the open as well. Seems to be a little bit of cleaner racing at times. I like the longer races. I think with the pit strategy, and then trying to learn some of the setups, it's kind of nice. But for this week, just didn't have the time and wanted to get something in to get you guys something to close out the week. And again, thought this wouldn't have been a bad combination because it seems like it had been cleaner than the open side. Usually I'm not terrible at road courses. Or excuse me, normally I'm not terrible at short tracks. Road courses is what I'm terrible at, and I came off of that. So This is probably going to be a big punch to the face,
in the
but
outside column.
that's okay. I've done that when I run like super late model stuff too, so no reason why this shouldn't be different. But we're just going to try to do what we can, because the biggest thing is just going to be to try to avoid any of the messes that do happen. Wouldn't say this is quite as wicked as a super late model, but it's kind of the same idea here. I've run those before. We'll leave tires checked in case we do come into pits. And I honestly literally run like just a couple laps before qualifying, so I don't really even know what tire fall off is going to be like. If it's going to be a thing where people are going to come to caution or come to pits under caution if we get one at like 15 or 20, or if everybody's going to stay out and take the track position. Just going to try to play around with lines, watch everybody, see what I can learn. Maybe kind of follow some guys and adapt and try to get around them. This is going to be a learning experience, so hopefully I can come out, like I said, a couple spots, get myself into the top 10. I'll be happy with that. Anywhere near like 7th place, I'll be really thrilled with that.
Jake,
so
get ready.
let's see what we can do. Get ready to go. Outside lines kind of just laying back. Just gonna screw the restart all up. I'm fine with giving some gaps, but that was a bit excessive. Although the inside line was nowhere near to be found as well. So I don't think we really lost much in the way spots. We might actually gained one with the 20 being so far back. Doesn't seem like anybody's cutting down as low as I normally do, although, I get in the wall quickly because of it. So it's going to allow the 6 to close up on me.
13.
Yeah, it's the inexperience. Here comes the 6 trying to get around because I'm slow as hell in the middle of the corners. Let's see if we can dial it back. Try to enter a little bit, and we get a caution. Looks like it was somebody from behind, so.
Pace car is out. Line up.
Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be coming into pits this quick. We got some right side damage from that contact out of turn 4, but don't think it should really affect it too much. Probably already slow enough as it is.
Pits are open.
And, yeah, I don't know. See what happens. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a restart. We'll be on the inside this time because we did pick up the 1 spot with the 20. Not getting a good start off at the beginning of the race. If I can clean it up and not get into the turn 4 wall, I think it's kind of a combination of the exit I took, the line I took through 4, as well as just getting on the throttle a little too hard too early. But we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it does not turn into a caution fest, because I will regret running this if that's the case. And if it's a caution fest, it's also going to be tough to be able to move up through the field as well. 6 looking like he's got quite a bit more speed than me trying to get by, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't remember if the 6 actually, well, we're not going to see if the 6 qualified at this point, so.
We're under caution.
I don't think he did. I think he was the first guy that didn't qualify, because I think he started 16th. If I'm remembering correctly. If I can talk. I like this track. I mean, the bumps definitely can throw everybody through a loop. It can be tough to drive in any series. The last time the late model open series was here, I struggled really, really badly with the driving. I just could not consistently hit the lines to navigate the bumps and the corner entries and exits
All right,
well.
Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
It always seems like races just tend to be, any of the C-class or higher races tend to be caution fests. People just cannot navigate it cleanly. So it's a great track. It just, for whatever reason, does not race well on iRacing at times. But maybe we'll get this one better. The last 3 races I looked at, they were only like 2 or 3 cautions for the whole event, so I guess we still got a possibility to be there, but let's see what we can do on the inside this time. Let's try to watch when the leader's gonna go. Leader's off. Watch spinning tires out of forward on the front stretch. Check up, just trying to navigate the bump on the inside as best as I can. Team comes off the wall. I had to dive low to avoid him. Doesn't wreck. And we're here in 3 wide, so we're just going to navigate the bottom, try not to wash into him. I clip the apron, get a little loose. That's going to get the 6 a run on us.
Still there.
Ay, ay, ay.
You've just done
Short track racing at its finest. I'm just pedaling this thing on the inside as best as I can. 15's working his way on the outside. 6 is going to jump to the outside as well. And we get a caution. So I think we got one spot. So we moved up 2 spots. One time each caution came out. Yeah, we were able to stay ahead of the 12. So we'll be back on the outside, which I think 6 is going to try to take advantage of that on the next restart. Yeah, I just saw the 15 coming off the wall, quickly dove to the inside, and then heard 3 wide and just stayed at the bottom until I thought I was just going to have to keep staying there until probably the 6 got by me, but I guess we get the benefit of a caution to save us. Well, we're halfway there to the top 10 goal. Unfortunately, not very many green flag laps yet. Can't even say I was any faster on the bottom because we really didn't get too many laps in where I had the ability to run it. Don't think anybody's coming to pits yet, unless they've, you know, obviously got the damage from an incident. It was a bit scary. I thought 15 was either going to come down and get a right side door, or I was going to kind of get loose and then come. The worst thing that would have been happening was if I got loose and then came back across the backstretch in front of the entire field and got plowed into. That would have ended the race, and I would have felt really bad to everybody in the race for that. It was just trying to avoid the 15. At least these cautions have been somewhat quick, so we've already got 2 to go.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Getting back under green on lap 13. So still have 53 to go. Quite a long way to go. 6 is definitely going to be looking to take advantage of that inside and try to get by, but I haven't really watched too far behind him to see if the 18 and the 16 are that fast. So I guess it's possible if we just get the 6 by us, then we'll try to battle, you know, the 15 and the 10 up front and see whoever else we can get by. I don't know, I kind of think the outside might be a little bit better. I mean, the inside gets a good run, but then you're kind of pinched in and you're trying to navigate those bumps through, especially turn 2, which really slows you down. So part of me thinks the outside might be a better way to go, but I'm sure the 6 is just gonna drive it as hard off of turn 2 as he can, which may lead him into pushing up to us, or he, you know, I don't know, we'll see. But try to keep it as calm as we can. Outside line's gonna tuck up a little bit. And the outside line just kind of went and installed. 19 didn't go, 10 got into the back of him. I'm not trying to go 3 wide, I'm just trying to stay high out of this. Oh, this outside line did not get going at all. This is a big log jam. I don't know if it was the 8 maybe, because the 8 looks like he's fallen off quite a bit. We're kind of just stuck here, unfortunately. 6 is working to the inside, 10's slow into turn 1. Trying to stay off of the 10. 6 gets to the inside. We're going to watch for contact between the 6 and the 10, and I may try to jump low, because I'm feeling a little bit quicker than the 10. And tries to dive down. He's definitely not there. We almost locked the brakes up going into 1. He's able to get some green flag laps in now. Trying to work by both the 15. We got by the 10, now the 15. It's the next goal, and then the 19 is going to be the next one after that.
Keep it together, hold your line. P12.
Lap times are nowhere near what the guys are at the front, but
Still there.
trying to work our way up. Not getting a run off of 2 there. Get it into a 4-wheel slide. That's going to allow the 10. He was going to dive it in, which is going to be stupid. 19 gets loose right in front of us. 15 gets into me. I think he came off the wall. 10's going around. He's going to somehow save and come back up. So we stay green with that. It allows the 6 to pull away, but that's okay. Should be able to try to get clear. We'll see if the 15's going to drive it in hard. Alright, now it's time to start watching the 6 and what he's doing. I get loose off of 4.
The lap time was at 19.60.
Alright, so I'm definitely running too low through 1 and 2 compared to the 6. So try to make that adjustment. A little bit lower through 3 and 4. I think probably because of the bump, although I push out. It's the same thing. Finally get the 2X. It's going to let 15 by. We were top 10 till that point.
Still there.
And he just pushed us up like I expected him to. We'll let him go. We got a big gap at the 13. All the 13's going to get a run. 15's going to overdrive the corner, kind of like I did. Alright, time to go to school and see if we can try to figure out how to get around the 15 again. Bump out of 2 is just wicked, and I am not navigating it well. I'm sure I'm not doing my right front tire any favors. 15 locks it in.
Right side.
The run on the inside, clip the apron, got a little loose off. Back it off to let him go. 13's gonna join this fight now.
Right side.
Alright, 15 had an issue off of 2, so we're able to clear him, but 13's coming. Just gonna try to get reset, see if we can start pulling away now that we're clear of both of them. Hopefully those two will go side by side, then it'll allow me to pull away a little bit.
The gap ahead is now 2.4.
Still definitely too low there through 1 and 2. And I gotta figure out how to roll into the corners a little bit better, I think. 6 is absolutely gone, but just trying to navigate this as best as I can right now. But at least we're getting green flag laps. Probably destroying the tires. So I continue to get the wall off of turn 4.
That was at 19.
He gets close. He's pulled away from the 15. 10's trying to regroup, come back up. I'm definitely getting on the throttle too much in the center. 17 coming back out on the track.
That was at 20.00.
Overdrive, entry into 1. Back the brakes up a little bit. The brake marker, I should say, not necessarily the brake bias. Get the wall again, and we get a caution. I think you're going to see people coming to pits. I think it's probably not a bad idea. I probably destroyed my right front, so.
Race cars out.
Catch up to the field.
Car number 14.
6 was able to work by the 14.
It's closed.
I don't know what the wreck was. I think it was probably again behind us. Seems like most of them have been. 19's on pit road. I think the 19 was the one to disconnect there. Yeah, 19 disconnected, so.
The leader's pitting now.
Alright, he's jumping the pit, so we're gonna come in as well. Got the tires checked.
The pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
Hopefully we're not gonna get busted for speeding. Probably will though. Definitely hit the cone a little bit faster than I thought. I think we're gonna take the tires and hope that it goes. Let's see. I don't know how much of the optional it's gonna get done, but I'm not gonna sit and wait for it all. Looks like it's very, very minor. Try to keep it. We got nobody around us, so I'm gonna try to keep it under. Hopefully avoid the speeding penalty. We'll see. Looks like we did somehow. Looks like we're gonna go back probably a few spots. There's some people in front that stayed out. 96, 97, so the right sides were not as bad as I thought. The wear was not as bad as I thought, so it might not turn out to be the best decision. I think track position is probably important, but maybe there might be some advantage if we continue to go green the rest of the way. Scored an 11th right now. I don't know if with passing the 4, that'll put us in the 10th or not. So we either came out right where we came in or 1 spot behind. I think we're 10th, if I calculated correctly. 18's behind us, 16's behind us, 20's behind us. There's a little bit of a change behind us. Easy to go. Yeah, we're gonna go to 10th, so break even on that pit stop, which is fine. You got the 6 did not go, the 15 did not go. I think the 1 was the first one to take pit road. I don't think the 2 did as well, so the cars up to the front looks like they didn't take it. 6 wasn't terribly paced. I don't know where he's at in relation to like the 1 and the 3. The 15 I think is pretty slow. 10's down the laps. I think he might have been involved in that caution.
Full course yellow.
Slowly approaching the halfway mark. Hopefully we can go green the rest of the way. Maybe this strategy will actually work out.
Green next time by.
Not that again, I don't think we have that much of an advantage. And my laps are so slow, I'm probably a good, 4/10 off of where I need to be, 5/10, something like that. But we'll see what we can do. A little bit of a different cast around us. Now we've got 9, the 3 directly in front of us, 8's on our inside, 7's 1 row ahead. Just watch and see what it's like. Get tightened up, get ready to go. 16's laying back.
Green flag.
Not a great restart for me. Thankfully the 18 and the 16 were laying back, so
Car in front. The gap's now
avoid.
0.29.
Clock's up, off, really slow. Not really looking to blow by anybody yet. 15's definitely off pace. We're gonna try to get by him though. Again, he was one of them that stayed out. I get into the 8. But he just checked up on the outside. 16's gonna go to the bottom, but I'm gonna try to use the 15 as a pick to keep him back. I don't know if I made contact with the wall or if the 15 came up. I'm guessing it was probably the wall is what I felt. Let's put us in 9th now, I believe. Yeah.
That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
So we're gonna try to work this a little bit better, see if I can close back up to anybody up front. Way behind. You can see the 6. He's falling back as well, so try to take advantage of the tires, although I'm sure he's still going to be faster than me. He goes high to let people by, so we'll try to take advantage of that.
Right side.
Work underneath him off 2.
He's still there. Keep digging. Clear him high.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.21.
So that'll put us into 8th now, so only 1 or 2 spots off of what my ultimate goal was. Like I said, if it could stay green, maybe this strategy works out the rest of the way. It's about what I need for this to happen. Trying to get a better drive off of turn 4. Starting to learn and improve a little bit. I mean, improving is going from a bad driver to a slightly less bad, but that's all I can ask for right now. We get a big gap back behind, so that's going to give me a lot of free space. No pressure. Get a little loose there off of turn 4. Trying to work similar lines to what everybody's doing. I attack the wall slightly. Gonna overdrive the entry to 3 again. Loose there off of turn 4. I don't know if I'll have anything for the 7, 9, or 8 in head, but try to hang with them as best as I can before they start pulling away. Got back to the 6 and opened up quite a bit, so feels like it's an 8th place car right now, which had you told me that after qualifying, I would have definitely been happy with that and told you you were a fool. I have 25 to go next time by, so starting to get some green flag laps in. 8's looking like he's trying to get a drive off. 9 gets a little loose off of turn 4 down the front stretch. Saw him chase it down. Still think I'm entering a bit too low. I've got no pressure from behind. 6 and the 18 are separated by quite a bit. 8 loses it off of turn 4, so there's going to be a free spot.
7th position.
Are we going to have a caution? I really hope not.
19.76.
So we stay green so far. So put us into 7th.
The gap in front is now 0.74.
Don't know if the top 5 is going to happen, but keep digging after the
That lap was at
9 and the 7.
19.69.
You got the 2 up ahead who also stayed out, so he's starting to fall back. So right now it's looking like pitting was the way to go. And in theory, with as long as we run, if we get another caution, everybody can come in. We'd still have 1 set of tires. We do the same thing. The only advantage is those few drivers would have one extra set, but I don't know if it'd be worth it at that point. We'll see. 7 loses it off of turn 2. He stays low, and we get a caution. So we're going to be in 6th.
Pace car is out. Line up.
Caution was not what I needed to see. Now comes the choice of come in or don't come in.
Morales has binned it.
I don't know. I mean, I'll take the free spots, and they were easy ones to get by without, you know, really risking us, but yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Pits are open.
I'll check fuel, see what everybody does. We're close enough to see what the leaders are going to do. Looks like the leaders will stay out. We're going to come in. I think I'm just going to use this set and hope that we go green the rest of the way. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to try it.
1. Box now.
Don't think we're going to get much out of this, but I think, I don't know, if we can go green, we might be able to work our way through. It's going to be close. The track position's definitely going to be important, but we saw some drivers falling back, so. Looks like we lost a spot. 17 might have gotten us. Oh, he's a lap down. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's see what the tires were at. I might have prematurely used to set that time. 98, 98. Yeah, it probably did, but maybe we'll get lucky. We can go green the last 17 laps or 18 laps, whatever we get when we get the green flag again. We saw you can easily move through. We got a lot of cars to get through this time, but let's see what happens. A few of them are still on pit road. It's 12th right now. I'm guessing that's where we're going to be. So lost 6 spots with everybody staying out, but I don't know. I think I don't know. This one's going to be hard. It was a little bit different when you only had like 3 or 4 drivers stay out, and it was easy to get by them. This one might be a different story now. I think we were a little less laps, but in terms of the green flag runs, like that was probably a similar green flag run to the one that we had prior to that caution. That was the only real. We've only had 2 real long green flag runs, so maybe that changes things. I don't know. The 1 stayed out. Like the 3 came in. The 2 had to come in. He was still on, you know, the old tires. The 6 had to come in. 15 did. I don't know what 15's at. Where did he fall back to? 16th. He's the last car on a lead lap, so. Goal's going to be the same, though. Top 10. That's all we're going to go after. Which, you know, actually in 11, so we're only 1 spot off of that. And really, we're only, you know, 3 or 4 spots off of that 7th, 8th range that I was hoping for, so. We'll see what we can do. I got a couple quick cars behind us. 6, you know, now on fresh tires, we knew was faster. So we could lose 1 spot that way, but it seems like for the most part we're probably on pace with everybody around us. Just gonna hope that the outside line does not stall out because it was bad last time. Like I felt bad for getting into the 8, but thankfully we hit him square in the bumper and the outside line just did not go. Like we were so stalled. Watch by, see what we can do. I not even mean to start on the outside. I don't know what I was doing, and we get a quick caution. So I'll let the 11 by. I don't know what I was doing on the outside. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
Pace car is out.
Not believe I did that.
Car number 11.
I guess it's 2 spots we'll pick up. I think it was 2 cars that got involved in that. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna make sure if we're on the inside line, then I'm actually gonna be on the inside line. I don't know what I was thinking there. That was a complete brain fart. I'm thankful for the 6 being so kind about that. And somehow we didn't get a penalty. I think it's because I was on the outside passing people, but yeah, so we go to 10th. Sorry about the chat up top. Yeah, it's not the kind of language I like to use. This is going to play in the hands of the people that didn't hit. This is going to give us less time to try to get by, but we'll see what we can do. 11's got some damage. 20's definitely got some damage. I think that's what the 11 was saying. Sorry about that. We got somebody blowing up, but I don't know if they're on the lead lap or not. I can check and see. I believe that's the 12 up there, and he is not on the lead lap, so that's not a spot, but 20 with his damage, we should probably be able to get by him. I don't know about the 11. we'll see if that's going to make a big enough difference, because obviously we got the right front damage too. 17's going to get a lap back, so we'll be your lucky dog. Alright, so 12's coming in, gets him out of the way. I mean, we already get, for the restart, we get sorted around him anyways. Obviously, no tires left, so no reason to come into pits unless we really get that bad of damage, but at this rate, if I get that bad of damage, I'm probably just ending the race, since we've only got 13 to go. So this is kind of turning the caution fest. I was hoping it would be. Sorry about that. Good way, I guess, to close out week 1. Maybe I can use this as a short track race to rate the rest of my short track series, since, you know, late models were not the most kind to me, and SKs were definitely not kind to me. Just, yeah, try to figure out what we can do. I'll be on the outside this time, unless nobody else goes in the pits. This time I will actually be on the outside, and I will get it right. Hopefully we get 2 to go. Alright, we did, so it's not going to help us a ton. That's unfortunately going to put the 20 directly in front of me, which I think is going to hurt me more than it helps. So we're probably going to lose to the 6, and I'm guessing even the 15 might have a shot, although I know I'm faster than the 15, and the 15 tends to overdrive the corners a little bit. I am too, but I think he's overdriving even more. So worst case is maybe we fall to, like, you know, 11th or 12th and get around maybe both the 11 and the 20, get back to a top 10, and try to make the most of it. We'll see what we can do, though. 1 to go this time, so we'll be restarting with just 10 laps to go. And I really hope we can go green so we can try to get by some people and see if there's actually that much of an advantage in the tires. 11's going to go to should go to the inside, but he's going to be on the outside. I don't know where he's going. Now he's kind of looking like me, so let him to the bottom. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get up behind the 20. 20's not looking so hot. You got the the 5 up ahead as well. It's also not looking so hot, so this is going to be a fun restart on the outside. I feel like I probably got the line of death, but we're going to do the best that we can. Try to make the most of this. 20 doesn't go. I got in the back of him trying to jump at 6. Is already making Van Zyne moves. Great job to him, I guess. 20 goes to the bottom. 11 gets into the 6. 11 and the 6 are both able to work by the 20. We got wrecks all the back, and we get into it. I had nowhere to go on that one. I shouldn't have throttled up, but what a terrible thing. Get a 4X out of that. Hopefully not a meatball. We'll see. Yeah, that was rough. That just cost us a lot of spots. Try to see what the RPMs are, if it's gonna hurt us. Yeah, looks like we're probably down a little bit. Engine's gonna be hurt, but no meatball, so we're just gonna stay out. That was just people everywhere, and I had nowhere to go out of that one. I again could have tried to check up, but the way the track was clogging up, I had nowhere to go. So this short track racing for me this week, just not been kind at all. Like, not been kind at all. We're still in 10th technically. After all that, we're still in 10th. There's some cars hurt that are behind us. There's some cars that are not hurt that are behind us that can probably get by. Yeah, I don't even know. 7's gonna get a lap back. So maybe we shouldn't have taken tires. Maybe we should have stayed out. We would have been in front of this mess, and I would have had an angry pack trying to eat me up because I'm not up to speed, but I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to be ahead of the wrecks. Track position looks like it might be playing a good effect. 3's got damage. I don't even know how bad the motor is going to be and how bad off the speed I'm going to be. The front end of the 20 doesn't look anywhere near as bad as the back end. My front end actually doesn't seem too bad aside from the normal right side damage, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm down a couple hundred RPMs on power. 16 got involved in that. Trying to check the RPMs as we ride. Yeah, it's sitting right around 18, 1750, 18. That's what the digital dash is telling me to. I don't know. We're just gonna do the best we can. It's not a meatball, so I'm gonna continue to stay out here. Try to just do as best as I can to stay in front of whoever I can. That's the only thing I can do. If I'm way off the pace, then, you know, I'll be respectful and get people out of the way, but
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
It's just hope and pray. Maybe I'm not as damaged as the 3 or the 15 or the 5. The 6 did his absolute best to get that run. Shot up from the inside, took off. 11's up there as well, so that outside lane definitely hurt, although I don't know if starting on the inside, given where that wreck happened, would have been any better. I still probably would have been in the middle of it, but outside line definitely did not get going with a few of the cars, so that's what it is. We'll be back on the outside, but this time you're going to have the 5 on the inside, 20 is going to be on the inside. We're going to have the 18 behind us, in front of the 15, or behind the 15,
Okay,
so
Jake.
got the 6 who
Resume
I know should be
this
quick,
lap.
but we'll see what the 15 is going to do. 8 and 13, I don't think have been problems all race, so they should be able to pull away. And we're just going to hope that this motor doesn't go south and the car holds together for the last 4 laps. Although knowing this race with the way it's going, we're going to be on a green white checker too. Let's see what we can do. Hope that this outside line gets a better restart.
Green, let's go.
Feels like it's down on power, but I guess on a short track it might not be the worst thing.
10th position. On your right.
Try to get to the inside of the 5-3. He was working his way up through.
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Able to clear the 5, so there's one spot we're going to dig after the 15, although 15 and 3 are going to make contact, so it's going to slow the 3 down.
E9.
You know the 15's kind of been all over the place. It's time to just give it everything. I got 3 gets into the wall, out of 2. 20's trying to work his way past the 5. Gets in the wall again, but he kind of gets a better run down the back, front stretch. 2 laps to go.
19.71.
Cannot get to the 15, I just don't have the horsepower. But I think we should be able to stay in 9th. Just the white flags, the next flag's going to end it. No green white checker like I thought we might have.
White flag. One more to go. That was a 19.
It's not enough power, too much damage I think. Or we knocked front end alignment split or something. 6 looks like he locked it into the corner. I guess I'll take a 9th place finish. It was ahead of where I started, inside the top 10. Obviously felt like I
E9. Okay,
threw away a
that's
better
fine.
finish
Good
by
finish,
both that
mate.
pit
Well
strategy and getting into that wreck, but honestly I felt like I had nowhere to go in that wreck. So we'll take a look at that. See what we think. That was definitely a bit rougher than I was hoping it was going to be. Jump out and take a look, see what happens. Certainly a lot of people are going to be upset with that one and they're going to not want to review that, but let's go take a look at that last deal and see what happened. So I'll fast forward and watch it from this part. I think this is where turn the mic gain down a little bit. This is like just did not like the 20 laid back. The 20 kind of checked. The 20 literally never go. That's what allowed the 6 and the 11 to get the massive. Like the 20 left the biggest hole ever. I don't know why he left such a hole. 11 dove it in. He got into the 6. 15 dove it underneath the 20. So we were almost 3 wide. All right, and here's the wreck that happens. And this is what I want to see because I really don't think I had much to do. Like, so here's our moment of 3 wide because the 20 is slow. The 15 just throws it in underneath him. I'm trying to get by the outside. I was already there. So let's get up through the field and see what happens because you got the 16 and the 2 were in this one. So this was also a moment of 3 wide as the 16 is working underneath the 5. The 2's trying to get under there. So coming off of turn 2, it tightens up quite a bit, pinches up. So the 16 doesn't see the 5 or just doesn't care, drives up into him. They have a bit in net code, sends the 5 out into the wall that sends the 16 back down. 2's there, 2 can't back out. 16 gets into him. So we're going to continue that on because the 2 is who I end up getting. Because you see the 6 and the 11 both able to make it through there. And then, yeah, I had nowhere to go. So let's watch it from my side. Because the 5 somehow, I think, like, even to being involved in it getting off the wall, he's going to skate through on the outside. Like, that ended up being the best way to go. Yeah, he got through that just in time. Like, that outside was the place to be. you can see, I'm coming in. I see it happen. Like, this is where I see the smoke and the checkup. I see the wreck going down low. So I had to shoot underneath the 5. I was on the gas just trying to throttle to get by him. I had the 15 barreling up. And then at the point that I was on the gas trying to collect the car back to the right side, the 2 was on his way up. And honestly, where the 2 was at, I had no way to avoid that one. And you had the 16 was sideways down below. So the whole bottom half of the track is completely clogged. And I had no way. Like, I would have had to. The only way I probably would have been able to avoid it was slamming on the brakes and staying behind the 5. I don't even think if I had tried to follow the 6 through, because really, okay, I was about a lane down. But I still think even if I was a lane up here, I probably get hit on the left side door and it shoves me into the 5. So I don't really think I had much else to do in the 15. I couldn't check up too hard in a straight line because the 15 was definitely going to pile right into the back of me. So I don't know. I'm going to call that a racing incident with just bad luck, that a short track wreck that just clogs the whole track up, and I, don't really have much to do there, unfortunately. Like I said, staying behind the 5 actually probably would have been the only way to get through it, and I don't even know if that would have gotten me, not to mention the fact he was so much slower that I don't know reasonably if I could have done that. So, tough break, but, it is what it is. We'll just take it and move on. Take a look at the results. No point in looking at the tires. I mean, we could look at the rest of it, but I don't know, I feel like there's too many other things that I'd sit here and review for a half hour. So take a look at the results, see how bad those went. Hopefully not anything too bad. A single split, so I guess that's kind of what you expected. I thought it was going to be a 2-split race. A little bit of safety rating gain because I'm so low, 1.74 again, but we're back at a B license. So for NIS, I guess that doesn't matter. I'll probably run that this upcoming week at Nashville Super Speedway. So try to get some oval races, get it clean. Jump back in. Definitely staying up front, not pitting probably would have been the way to go. But you saw the 6 actually, 6 and 11 by navigating that wreck and a couple other things were actually able to put themselves all the way into 3rd and 4th. So good job for them being able to navigate that. Kind of fell in the middle of the people that did have incidents. 2x 100% was my fault. That came from I got lucky that it was only 2x after clipping the wall. You know how many times out of turn 4. 4x came from the car. I still feel like I didn't really have anywhere to go. Car reasonably was probably looking at the lap times, it was probably a 10th to 12th place car. So I probably finished right where I should have. I just got the benefit of having some of those guys, the 8 and the 7 both looping it off of the corners, allowed me to get by. Fortunately, the 7 was the one to bring out the caution. Don't know if that wasn't a bit of an intentional one, the way he was parked, but he was probably pointed backwards, so it was going to be hard to get it turned around and not bring it out. But tiny bit of iRating, lost 2,800, lost 4. That to me, that's basically break even. I'm okay with that. Obviously, if we didn't have the nose contact, probably would have been able to contend to get by the 15 and maybe even the 14, get to 7th place. Obviously, let's come back to what I just said a few minutes ago. Don't pit for tires there under that caution. Stay out in the front. Probably get eaten up, but try to stay in front of people, not lose as many spots, and not get involved in that wreck. Probably was the way to go, but it's lessons learned. I'm still trying to learn the pit strategy at some of these places, and when I hadn't run practice very much here, it was, I didn't have my own personal data to fall back on to say, okay, I know it falls off this much, it's worth it or not. So lessons learned. Try to make the most of it. Sorry for all the cautions. I really do hate that. I guess it's not quite as bad as a super late model race, but it's not fun to deal with that many cautions. So rough start. Week 1 ovals, not my way at all. Short track stuff, not my friend. This one I don't feel like I had the pace. I feel like I performed right where I should have been. Just had a couple of bad breaks that one was self-inflicted and one was not self-inflicted. That kept me from a little bit further up. But I guess we still picked up 5 spots from where we started. So take some positive out of it that I can and just regroup, reset. Probably start the week 2 off with ARCA. I think it's at Iowa, so that should be a fairly decent combination if I don't destroy the right front on it. And try to get back to having some fun and not drive like a complete idiot at times. So feel free to leave all your analysis of that one. Anything else you saw in the car, anything else you would have done differently. We obviously had multiple moments of 3 wide, which was fun. So I got some good action instead of me running in my own little bubble like we did in the late model race at times. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that and love to hear from you. And so until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.